Hello everyone, welcome back to Brian's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's video takes us back to Yosemite National Park. Before we get started, I'd ask if you please consider subscribing. It's free, it really helps out the channel a lot. In this video, we are going to mainly be focusing on a park ranger who disappeared in Yosemite around August 23rd of this year, 2024. I'm also going to be discussing another case and how it intertwines with this one and how this disappearance occurred in the exact same spot. This is a picture of where Yosemite National Park is located in the state of California. This is a map and to give you a general idea of where Ostrander Lake is in the park. That's where this case mainly takes place around. I'm going to have a satellite map to kind of show you. It's a little hard to see because it's a very small lake. It is that little red enclosure there at the bottom of the map. Here is a picture of the actual physical lake, just to give you an idea of the terrain and the forest around it. I'll have various pictures as we go through the video. It may look familiar as I covered a case days before this disappearance occurred with Ana Rodarte and Miguel Delgado when they disappeared when they left their Bridal Veil Creek campground site to go up and hike to Ostrander Lake, and it took a 4-dog search team, several search and rescue units. They were finally found after almost 3 days of searching. I'll have a link to that full video if you're interested in the description. Today we're going to be talking about this gentleman. His name is Kirk S. Thomas-Olsen. He was 61 years old when he set out for this hike. Kirk had been working for the State Parks Agency for 10 years, having begun in 2014. He had worked at various different parks. He had been working at the San Simeon State Park, doing various tours and working as an interpreter. At the time of his hike, he was trying to figure out where he wanted to work or what park he may wanted to apply to work at next. As you can see, San Simeon State Park is very different than Yosemite National Park. It's on the coast. It's got a beautiful beach. He was known to be a wonderful person. People that had gone to these parks said that he was very insightful, very knowledgeable about the various areas, very nice. Kirk disappeared somewhere between August 23rd and August 27th of this year, 2024, in the Yosemite Ostrander Lake area, somewhere near the trailhead. He was going on a 4-day solo hike. He had left a note on his vehicle that said he was going to be back by the 27th. In the case that rangers passed by, they wouldn't get concerned. However, he didn't return, and that's when the alarm was raised. According to the National Park Service, the trail that he was hiking is an 11.4-mile loop trail that takes roughly 10 hours for the average person to complete. It includes an incline of roughly 1,500 feet through various forests and meadows. The trail is described as strenuous, but gives great views of various granite domes. Now this is where things differ. Some sources say that it's over 1,600 feet of elevation. Some sources say that it's a gentle incline through forests and meadows. Everyone is in agreement that there is no water sources along the trail, and for the average hiker, it is a pretty difficult trail. Mr. Thomas-Olsen was an experienced hiker and outdoorsman. He had worked at many parks and zoos throughout the state of California. He was known to not only love nature and the outdoors himself, but he was always trying to educate others about how wonderful nature and the outdoors could be. Once Kirk was reported missing, hundreds of people came out to join the search and rescue efforts. Because Yosemite National Park is so crazy busy during the summer, maybe for other reasons as well, the rangers actually didn't start searching for him until 2 weeks later into the month of September. That's when they found the note on Mr. Olsen's car saying that he had planned to return 2 weeks prior. For those of you that have been to Yosemite National Park in the summertime, you know what it's like. You can drive through the entire park, and sometimes none of the pullovers are accessible for parking. In the disappearance of Mr. Thomas-Olsen, it is very unfortunate because we know that the first 48 hours of any disappearance are critical, and unfortunately the rangers didn't find that note until 2 weeks after he was supposed to come back. While Kirk was missing, his niece Holly posted on her Facebook asking the public for help, describing her uncle in detail, saying that he was a former park ranger. She said that none of the people in her family understood what could have possibly happened to him out there or where he was. Sadly, sometime in the middle of September, roughly around September 16th, the National Park Service found the body of Mr. Thomas-Olsen. They didn't release any other details. All they said that they believed that he possibly veered off of the trail sometime when he was returning to his vehicle. Based on the Facebook post that his niece wrote, they believed that it had something to do with bad weather or some kind of exposure, which very well could be possible. It's always sad not only to get this outcome, which is the outcome that nobody wants. What's worse is when you have absolutely no answers. Now, it's possible that the Park Service shared what happened with the family and they want their privacy, and of course I totally and always will respect that. But then why, when this couple that disappeared only about a week before Mr. Thomas-Olsen disappeared in the exact same area, this couple was found 3 days after they disappeared, they released no information regarding what happened with them, where they may have gone afoul on the trail, where the search and rescue teams eventually found them. I must have looked at every single possible lead, article, news outlet that I could find regarding Anna and Miguel and what happened to them, where they got lost. Obviously, I'm so thrilled that they were found, but I think it's important that in these cases where people are found, they share their experience, where they went off the trail, what possibly happened to them, because it can really help other people from not having those same mistakes. That information to me is invaluable, especially working search and rescue. This trail is very popular in that area of Yosemite National Park. It is close to campgrounds that hold hundreds of people. In the case of Anna and Miguel, they were two very unexperienced people that thought they were just going out for a hike for a couple of hours and ended up being missing for 3 days, yet they were found. With Kirk Thomas-Olsen, we don't even know how many days he was out there until something happened. I want to clarify this point one more time. I completely understand and respect in a case where someone has passed away, they have found the remains, the family wants privacy. That's totally understandable. But in my experience, in most cases, in many cases, when a body is found, the family still doesn't have many answers, and neither do the search and rescue team members. Even after an autopsy is done, there are often very little answers. I think it's very important that when people are found alive and safe, that they share their stories. Even if they think it's something embarrassing, I think it's very important to help others from making those same mistakes. That's why I think the trail apps that have notes and comments are so invaluable, because it allows hikers to share so much valuable information. If the water sources aren't there, if the trail veers off, or if it's blocked. I've had all kinds of slips, falls, accidents. I've always shared them with you and things that I've learned. It's also possible that it's something that the park is just keeping quiet. I know that when these things happen, in all cases, they always put out their statistics. For example, in the years 2014 to 2019, Yosemite reported X amount of deaths due to accidental falls, traffic accidents, drownings and things like that, but there's never a number for how many disappearances or how many people were eventually found by search and rescue. This case with Kirk Thomas-Olsen, such a wonderful, giving man that dedicated over a decade of his life to the state park system. It's just such a tragedy that he died on this 4-day solo hike. My thoughts and prayers go out to him, his family, all of his loved ones. I am very sorry for your loss and wishing you only the cherished memories of your beloved Kirk. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support, your comments, your feedback. I appreciate it so much. Special thank you to co.ag for providing the background music. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. I hope everyone's fall season is going well so far. If you have any case or video suggestions for me, just leave me a comment or you can email me. If you have any adventures of your own coming up for the fall or even winter, or have any stories from your summer or past adventures and want me to share them on this channel, please email me or leave me a comment. I love hearing from you all. Photo credits and sources are in the description if you'd like to do further reading on this case or the other case that was discussed. I want to say thank you again for all your thoughts and prayers regarding my father and all of you that sent cards. That was wonderful. You guys know I love getting cards and postcards in the mail, so thank you for that. He is doing much better. He is at home now and recovering well. Speaking of cards, for those of you that have been with me for a long time, you know that I do Christmas cards every year. So if I have your address from either a donation or a card, you will get a Christmas card in the mail. Or if you bought a calendar, you will get one as well. If you'd like to receive a Christmas card and didn't fall into either of those categories, all you need to do is leave me a comment on any video, as well as just email me with either a case suggestion or just tell me what you think of the channel and an address you'd like the card sent to. Alright everybody, I hope everyone is doing well. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.